welcome to this edition of News Desk. We have stories making headlines from across the country, the region and beyond. And now we go straight to our top story. These are now the National Assembly, through its Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, JLAC, has today held a consultative forum with the top leadership of EACC, led by Chairperson Bishop David Oginde and CEO Twalibu Mbarak in Naivasha, to discuss ways to address corruption within the government. EACC and JLAC have reiterated the need to investigate allegations of corruption in the public debt. The meetings come days after the Chief Justice Martha Koome met President William Ruto at State House, Nairobi, to discuss possible ways to address allegations of corruption in the judiciary. Let's now link up with our reporter Emmanuel To, who joins us live from Naivasha for the latest update. Good afternoon, To. If you can hear me, you are in Naivasha. Take us through what is happening there, To.
Well, thank you very much, Aseto. We are currently in Naivasha, Nakuru County for that meeting, and the meeting is currently underway, and it has brought together all those avenues and, of course, parts of government, including the EACC, the DPP, and, of course, other members of parliament who are members of the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, and they're just discussing ways in which they will handle and tackle the corruption menace that has been thorn in the flesh for the government and to the people of Kenya. And we've seen several conversations started by the president about ways in how to address this issue. And we're joined by the CEO of the EACC, that is Twalibu Mbarak, to give us some of the details of this meeting. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Let's just start it from there. What is the meeting about, and how far are you with the deliberations?
Thank you very much. I think the main point here is the focus on our meeting as a commission with the body, the parliamentary body that oversight our activities, that is the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee. They are here, the chairman and the members, and our focus is mainly to look at the progress in the war against corruption, the challenges, both operational, administratively, and legal challenges, and that's why this forum within this week has got some players who are also coming to join us. That is mainly from the ODPP. We have a judge from the judiciary, and we have a senior officer from the Office of the Auditor General, because you realize that these institutions somehow play a very big role in the fight against corruption within the public service.
Okay, and we saw this the meeting is coming after a few days when the president met the CJ and other members of the parliament. How is it going to help in that deliberation that was there?
This meeting actually has got nothing to do with the meeting that took place between the president and the judiciary, but let me term it as a collective effort in the fight against corruption, because there's no single organ in this country that can fight corruption. We need the political support, and of which I think you can see it's very vibrant from the political angle. If you look at the judiciary is also quite willing to look at this problem. So we are looking at it in a sort of not just because there was a talk or a discussion between the judiciary and the president, but as part of the continuous effort by all stakeholders in government and government institutions in the fight against corruption.
Lastly, there's that blast at Embakasi that we've seen, and there were concerns that there were corruption allegations about how some of those places were given permit to operate. Are you also looking into that?
I think it will be okay. Definitely, there's a hand of corruption, but you can see very well that the agency like NEMA, the DCI, and the Energy Regulatory Authority, they are pursuing it. So we don't need actually to go there. They'll be dealt with as per those organizations' rules and regulation. But one thing to talk about is that Kenyans should be advised, and all institutions and players in the private sector, that we have to adhere to the rules and regulations when it comes to safety, when it comes to all other requirements of hazards, because today we have that kind of explosion. Are we sure that maybe tomorrow we won't have something like what happened 2-3 years ago in Lebanon, where some stored material at the port ended up exploding and destroying almost half of the town or half the city? So we need to we need to be very serious on enforcement. And also the members of the public and institutions, please, as Kenyans, let us follow the law.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that has been the CEO of EACC, Twali Mubarak, just giving us some of the details about the meeting that is currently happening here in Naivasha, that has brought some aspects of the three arms of government to discuss ways to deal with the corruption menace. We also spoke to the chairperson of the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, George Murugara, who is the member for Tharaka, Member of Parliament for Tharaka, saying that they have also posed some questions to EACC about the public debt that has crossed 11.1 trillion shillings, and they'll be waiting for their response and their comments about that issue. So we have a lot that is going to come out of this meeting, and we'll be keeping you abreast with the details as they come from this place in Naivasha constituency, in Naivasha County, in Naivasha constituency. Over to you in Nairobi.